Good afternoon. Tuesday afternoon this time. So, Andrew's Shave Shop is a Esty store, and Andrew is a really good guy. He got a little store, and he's got some different blades and things, and he picks up different razors. So he had this E3, Schick E3, which looks kind of like an E2. It's got the parallel grooves in the safety bar here. That's one way to tell. And I had wanted one. He's got some really nice razors. He cleans them up nice. He's got good prices on them. I think I give like $10 for this one. And he also sells some blades. If I'm not mistaken, these are the ones you get through maybe Ted Pella type places. They're the coated Teflon, PTFE coated blades and personas. And we're going to give them a whirl in the old E3. It came without a blade, came nice and cleaned up. I did another little cleaning on it, dunked it in some alcohol for a little while, and then had some scrubbing bubbles cleaning done on it just because that's how we do things. But it was a really clean little razor to start with. So we're going to take the key, and it goes into the, right here where it says insert key. And then we're going to pull back here. And always with these older ones, takes a little bit of a wiggle, not much, and you can see the blade just slides right in. And thought I had missed the blade stop on the end while I was talking, but you know, it looks like it's just fine. So we'll put the old, what, you don't have to wear these? Yeah, I do. And oh yeah, everything up behind the blade stops, everything looks really nice there. Alright, so it's that easy. Put a blade in a Schick. Some of the G models, you really have to wiggle around for some reason sometimes to get a blade in, but that's okay. This is something I had made for travel here a while back, and I still use for travel occasionally. It's a Veddy glycerin that I melted down and put into a little twist up tube, and it makes a really nice little shave stick, and we're going to use that today along with my Fuller brush handle that's got the AOS bore in it, and we're nice little smaller bore brush, and then we'll finish everything up with the Classic Vanilla because you know, I don't know, I guess we're classic. Whatever works. Okay, gotta finish up and get ready for work. Looks like I'm actually off tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we're gonna give a face a little wipe down here. I always like to put a little water on the end of the shave stick. It doesn't take a whole lot. And we'll come back up and keep the end of the shave stick kind of damp. And we don't have but a day's worth of growth here, so it's not going to be a problem. So people ask sometimes, well, how much soap do you put on? And I don't have an answer to that. You just dab it on like this, and you know, I like to be able to see it a little bit, and then you just kind of play with it and learn as you go, and eventually you get it to where you think you got it where you want it. So start out with a dry brush is my plan, and you just want to start to get things forming up so you can see. But it's just like baking. No, not baking as in oink, baking as in, you know, cakes and stuff. You can always take stuff away. No. You could always add to it. You can't take away. So start with a drier brush and thicker lather, and then when you need to add water, which we need to add some here, you dip just the tip of the brush in, and there you go. There's also a method, I've seen a video that a lot of the guys over at the Shave Den, the 30-day crew especially like, is that you have a dribble of water in your sink and you dribble the water down on the knot and let it run down. And so that adds a little bit of water at a time. If you're not, it was pointed out to me, I had pointed out that same kind of gimmicky. And, but it was pointed out to me that a lot of times if you're in a hotel or something along those lines, you may not be shaving with a sink of water, a bowl of water. You may be doing something else, and it's not as easy to just dip the brush tips. It's easier to have a little trickle of water running and do it that way. So, could be. I'll go with it. Yeah, I'm jiggy with it. Alright. First shave with an E3. We got several E2s that we've seen and some others, but this is my first one with an E3. I expect it to be an E2, to shave just like any of the other E's, like an E2. The first thing I noticed right off, it is a very good shave so far. Blade's nice and sharp. There's definitely some blade feel, but it's not very efficient. A lot of good blade feel in it. I like a lot of blade feel, what I would call aggressive. And aggressive, different things to different people. But to me, aggressive is the blade feel and everything. So this is definitely going to be one of my light touch Schicks. It's going to go along with I've got a G8 that is a very aggressive feeling razor that you have to watch your touch on. This one is, however, not as aggressive feeling as my aggressive E2, which can be a beast. The one I kept that actually opens, the early model E2 I have, is a beast. This one's not that aggressive feeling, but it is definitely very nice. Very efficient. Alright, first pass is done with. I'm liking how that feels. I'm liking it a lot. So as you see, there's plenty of lather for another pass. I could probably do more than this. Even with this little Badger brush, there's still plenty of lather there. And when we're going through on our second, we don't need as much lather anyway. I like to be a little thinner. I'm not a mounds of lather type guy anyway, but we all know that. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Here, nice little angle. Back across at a nice little angle. Do kind of a with the grain pass, and then we're going to come across the grain some. Then we're going to do a cleanup pass. I don't do against the grain. If you like against the grain, knock it out. I don't. And we're also, for folks that may not have seen a lot of my videos, we're also not searching for BBS or anything silly like that. We can do it. And this shave is going to be pretty close, by the way. Oh, it's nice. But, you know, it only lasts a couple hours anyway. And then we're back with the sandpaper feel. Why bother? we'll get a high class, damn fine shave going on. And it'll feel good for a while. I kind of like that sandpaper feel anyway. So what we generally end up with, I was explaining the other day, we'll go through it again, is the cheeks and down around the chin and all are really, really smooth. They can get really close. Under the neck here is going to be a damn fine shave, and I'm not going to go through the extra trouble to get it down as smooth. Although it's going to be very, very close and a very nice shave. I'm just not going to worry about getting it smooth as can be. Simply because, like I said, 2 or 3 hours, it's back feeling like sandpaper. So I don't get the point. Oops. Ooh. We're about out of witch hazel. I think I got enough to clean up under here. Use witch hazel on our touch-up pass. Witch hazel will help if you're having some razor burn issues. It'll help with some of that. And it also is plenty nice and slick to see, get your touch-up pass done. And I like it because I can feel as I put it on, I can feel the areas that I need to touch up more. And then I pretty much just go over everything anyway because, you know, shaving. I like shaving. We'll come right back under that neck. Alrighty. Very nice shave. Andrew, I appreciate the razor, my friend. A great shave. We're going to see how many shaves we get out of these blades, but Persona blades generally last a good long time, and I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. Get all that wiped off there. Boy, that is nice, nice, nice today. So the E3, yes, feels a lot like an E2 shave. This particular one is a little more aggressive. I've got a Canadian E2 that is that's less aggressive than this one. I've got a US E3, an early model E3 that's more aggressive than this one. So razors are kind of the same design, can feel different. It's just little differences. I've got G1s that feel different. They're all good, but they do feel different. So you can get that even in, you know, the same razor models. I've got 3 or 4, I think 3 of the 1910 Jim Jr. bars. Oh boy, that's nice right there. I got that little alcohol sting from the aftershave. Boy, I like that. But I've got some, I've got like 3 or 4 1910 Jim Jr. bars. Each of them feels different. They're all good, but even though they're all the same model, they all feel a little bit different. So remember that if you have a razor and you have a model and it's just like, oh, this thing is terrible, horrible, whatever, sometimes it's good to try a different razor of that model. If you remember over at the shave, the original safety 2, that's with the number 2, the original safety, all one word with 2.com. That's our little forum. We have a program there called the Loaners. Come in, get established with us. I think we've got a 40 post minimum, and then ask to borrow something if you want to try it. And there's people there that, you know, I've loaned out stuff. Tom White, Gardner, P.W. Ken, you know, they've all willing to loan out razors to let you try stuff. Come in, get established, get to know us, let us get to know you, and try some of the good stuff. Alright, I got to get ready for work. Y'all got to go do whatever you're doing this afternoon or whenever it is you're watching this video. And hope you get as good a shave as I did, because this right here was a nice one. Happy shaves.